Stand by, lend me a tenor.
Standing by.
Production, go.
As with every play, it requires actors to play its parts. With this one, an open audition was held to see who fit the part best.
And today, film rings, I pick it up and get conspiracy.
What are you saying? He's a grown man and he can't tell time?
I'm just not worried, okay? Aw, Max, just think of it. Tonight, the curtain rises and he walks on stage.
How was the audition process?
Like, it was different compared to my past experience. I mean, like, it wasn't like a typical, like, normal audition. Like, you memorize a line and then you act and then you get graded. It wasn't like that. We were actually grouped up as like a whole and we did like open reading for like basic lines, one after another, act to act. Now that the actors are placed in their roles, it is now time for them to start rehearsing. And even early on in production, the tech becomes involved in the process.
14. I have Saunders entering from upstage crossing to downstage center.
Yeah, Max follows.
And Maxwell and crosses to Saunders. Saunders again at the word here, he crosses to downstage right.
On the couch.
Yes.
What parts of theater tech is used this early in production?
At that stage in production, after the table read and once the actors have their roles, it's time for the stage managers to actually open up the scripts and start writing down where the actors will be going. We call this process blocking. And what we do is, once we create a diagram of how the stage would approximately look like, it gives us a clear image of where people would go. And once we have this information, not only can we help the actors in the future be more clear on where they need to go, but when we're actually designing light paths and actually creating the set, we can be aware of, oh, the actors are going here, the actors are going to stage right, stage left, then we need to be aware that a bed needs to be put there or a bed needs to be put somewhere else.
All seemed good and well until suddenly the company hit an obstacle with the sudden departure of the director, Miss Sarah Williamson, from the project.
It was a shockwave to the entire tech team that was involved in the production, because as a director, she had complete control and had a very clear idea of all the technical elements that needed to go into the production to make it out of her vision. But when she left, Ms. Hutkins, our main stage manager, took over the project as director, and I got promoted into stage manager. Although this was a good thing for me as it was like promotion, it suddenly put me in a spot where I was very unsure of. It's a very new spot for me to take over as head stage manager, because I've usually worked as a deputy stage manager. And so the sudden climb up and promotion into a much more high risk responsibility role was a bit of a challenge, but I think we overcame it pretty nicely.
Time has passed with even more rehearsing, and with opening night around the corner, now is the time for the actors to move on stage and also for tech to get a sense of how the show would be run.
We need one more caster. We have 1, 2, 3.
Whoa, so perfect. Wow, such an expert.
Gabriel, the crew chief of the production, inspects the set before rehearsal. For the stage manager, now is the most crucial part of his job, getting the show cues in his script, making sure that all lights, sounds, and effects happen at the right moment.
How much pressure is placed on the stage manager?
There's a lot of pressure placed on the stage manager. The thing with the stage manager's role is that as we get closer to the actual show date, the stage manager needs to know the show inside and out, and that includes when the light needs to go on and when a certain sound cue needs to be at the right moment. And timing is a really big part of it, which was also something that I personally had a big challenge overcoming. But lucky for me, I've overcome the challenge, and even if I make a little mistake, maybe by a 2-second miss of a cue, it can really set off the entire rhythm of the show. And considering that fact, it's a lot of pressure. That's a lot.
It's showtime, and now things get very busy with the tech crew. It's all hands on deck, getting the stage prepped and the actors set.
How do you prepare during the pre-show?
First, we send actors to the makeup team to have their makeup. While they're gone, me and other tech crew members check the stage, also check the props too. Then when the actors come back onto the stage, we mic them up and they got checked from the sound booth.
For the crew chief, he needs to check if both sides of the stage have all the props set and if the effects work. And before the show even starts, all the actors must go through a sound check to see if any adjustments should be made to their microphone.
Stand by.
Standing by.
Whiteboard on. Whiteboard.
Yeah,
Thank you. Sound date, go.
The curtains are up and the show has started. Now is the time for the tech crew to shine, while the stage manager calls cues. Before any of them happen, he gives each station a standby.
Standby, lights 11. Standby.
And when it is time for the cue, each station executes.
Lights go. Next go. Down. Go.
This cycle of standbys go on until the show is officially over. The curtains are down and all their hard work has paid off. But things aren't over for the tech crew. They have to break down the set and return the stage to normalcy.
How was the set broken down?
Wow. The set was a huge set piece. And to take it all down, it was actually a lot of work. Cause I don't know if you've actually seen Lend Me a Tenor, but we've had entire walls built around it that all fit like a puzzle piece. I don't remember. And what was it? We have like screws that are tied on to it, tied each piece on it.
How did it feel to finish the performance?
Well, to finish the performance, as a stage manager and someone who was really involved with the technical aspect, it's a huge relief. I mean, it was a great experience, by all means. Not only did I learn to sort of manage my time more wisely and just try new things as a head stage manager, it really was a lot of work. Guys, let's be honest. It was a lot of work. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's agree that it was a
Yeah.
lot of work. But I think once we finished, it kind of felt empty.
So, I get the new role of prom managing in this show, and that's the role that I never participated before when I was 9th grade or 10th grade. And I'm very proud of myself that I completed all that job and supporting some actors who was not able to carry their props properly. Yeah, I'm very satisfied now. Oh, thanks.
So yeah, it kind of felt odd too, but then it's kind of like a good eye feeling.
Oh, I really like the applause part because the parents and actors, they remembered our theater tech members' effort, and when they spoke our names, like Gabriel, who did the prom managing and crew chief, I was really like very happy in that moment that
You were touched, like
Yeah.
all of us.
Like, too bad I didn't get my.
I did a really good choice for participating this good show.
Yeah, that was true. I remember when I got my name called, I was like, oh, Jay working as the head stage manager. That was like the best day of my life. It was the
Oh.
first time. It was the first time I ever got my name called, and actually got like great, like a bit of recognition as like doing some work, and it was just awesome.
Can you stop? You're recording.
Oh, is it recording right now?
Yes.
All right. It was just awesome.
Too bad I never got my nomination.
You're an actor.
Yeah, because he's an actor.
Yeah, you got thunders of applause at the end
No,
of the
that
show.
but I didn't get. No one knows my name.
Bella.
Bell.
Like, they
yeah.
didn't do like.
How did it feel to finish the performance?
Yeet boy. Like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't do like. Yeah,
Bella. That was
Yeah,
your
that
name.
Bella.
Hey, you stole the show halfway through.
Oh, it was like very embarrassing. Like many of the things were happening, like
Oh.
unexpected.
Oh
things.
please, don't even start with that. What do we do? What did it? I got it. Let's just stop and start all over again. That's exactly what went through. At least you have some time to recover. We don't.
No.
Ay,
Like we never.
My name is Jack Chung, and I'm 18 right now.
Okay, we really don't need that. Okay.